Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm part of the MazeTools team. Maybe you heard it already the whole time. You have here a sample in the background. It's a field recording. There are many field recordings and the samples we provide within the software. You hear it kind of spatialized. So when I make it like shifting it to the left and then to the right, it shifts also the position, especially when you hear it with headphones. It's connected with the room. I will turn it off. So the room is the reverb and the grid synth. I will turn it off. Now it's more pure, the sound. And you have here this little in and out points. So you can just select a small piece of the sample. And you have the main pitch. You can pitch this sample. You can also pitch it by notes and by octaves and smaller steps. You have it spatial now on, like you already hear it. It's shifting from the left to the right. When I turn it off, it's just a pure stereo sound. You have the melodic function. I will show you this when I use an instrument sound for the sampler. You can also reverse the sample. Maybe I will keep it like this and repeat the workflow. So when I want to use a sample, maybe a field recording, like waves from the Baltic Sea. So the sample is looped within this in and out points. And then the nice trick is for a soundscape to make an animation. So it's lightly shifting the whole time between left and right because of the spatializer. Now it's a bit extreme to demonstrate this. But you can make it also just really slow and it's more subtle. If you like to work just with the really basic sampler, you can just use the volume and the in and out points and make such spatial soundscapes with different samples. If you have some sample which is maybe a bit noisy like this one, you can use the equalizer to change frequencies and make some cut off and high pass. And if you wonder how I can change the sound, You can just tap in the middle on the name and change the sample. Or you can also go to the library tab and use your own samples. I will put the destinations of the user folder into the description. You find it also in the guide within the FAQ, the right destination where to paste your samples so they can be included as user samples. There are more effects for the sampler, like another low pass, chorus effect, tremolo, which can be synced to the main beats per minute. And many more. Of course, echo and feedback is really interesting. So in this angle the echo is really short, then it gets longer. So you see the angle is the echo time. And the feedback is not only the feedback for the echo, it's also a distortion effect when I change the angle. Okay, this is the regular way to use the sampler. Then you have the granular sampler. Shift now. The granular sampler is a method you can use as a synthesis between a sampler and a synthesizer. So the granular slides the sample into really small pieces. It's called grains. And you can just take one of these little pieces and use it for another sound synthesis. And the best way is to just hear it. You hear it? The granulizer can be controlled also by the volume of the sampler, but you have also another volume controller for the granulizer. It's the grain damper. To use the granulizer in the way that it's holding the position of the playhead of the sample, you can see here this is the playhead. It's shifting when I change also the in and out points. Here you can see how the playhead is moving. And the grain walking, in this angle the playhead is stopping at that position. And when I turn it the angle like this, then the playhead is walking. See? In the reverse direction. Or in the regular direction. Now the sample is played really fast. You have some further functions like the grain fade. Another function I want to show you within the sampler is the way how to use an instrument sample within the sampler and especially in the granulizer. For this, I will add another maze. So I tap here in the middle, or you can just also tap on the maze and tap on new and go to the granular, and there you have different presets of the granular interface. And a really nice one is the harmonic grains. It's a preset fits directly with the key interface I have in the other maze. If I want to have different notes than the grid synth, or for this harmonic grain sampler, I can also go to the key interface and change here the key. You see it's also C major now, but I can also change it just to C pentatonic again. Now it's harmonized. You see here the little harmonized controller. I can just turn it off. Now it's just pure the sample of the flute. An important thing is that you adjust the pitch of your sample. We still work on a pitch detector. You can just detect the pitch manually, maybe by your smartphone or detecting device. There are different apps you can use for the pitch detection. The harmonized controller controls the octave. And of course you have also the other functions I described before, like the grain shape, the length of the grains. And what's really nice you can hear is this arpeggiator effect. You have different options. It can go up, it can go down, it can go in both directions, or choose random notes. Of course, this can be also combined with the main effects or with the equalizer. The library, we have here the tab music, where several one-shot tones of different instruments and synthesizers, which can be used also with the harmonic grain function, and which I can just select, and then immediately the sound will change. Maybe turn off here the room and the spatial function. Okay, just leave it like this. Now you have an idea of how the sampler interface works and how to use the granular function. You can support our work by buying our product, subscribing to our channel, or just following our streams. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!